Holly and Taylor here again, the second time today. We are doing episode number 9 with Kris and Kerrie, who are twins. This is a very interesting interview because with our previous 8 interviews, we knew the person that we were interviewing. We'd been following them for many years. And through this process of interviewing, we connected with Kris and Kerrie on Instagram. And we really know nothing about them. So we're really anxious to hear about how they got to the point of having their stomachs out. And yeah, we're excited to talk to them. So we're going to go ahead and invite them in. What is it?
OC.
We hope everyone's doing a good day.
I don't know, but they're on. Hopefully they're on.
So, here they are.
There they are.
Hi, sisters.
Hi. Hello,
Hi.
ladies. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Tell who is who?
Kerrie and Kris.
Great. Nice to meet you, girls.
Thank you for having us.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to hear your story.
Yeah.
So, who's
you go
the
ahead.
older twin? Who's born first?
6 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
15 minutes?
6.
6 minutes. Wow. Okay.
And you girls live in the same town?
Yes, we both live in Aliso Viejo, California.
Oh, awesome.
And you're realtors. Is
I
that
am.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
a realtor. Okay.
Yes. And I'm
Oh.
in sales in the court reporting business.
Nice.
Oh, very cool. All right.
Yeah.
So I was just telling everyone that this is a very interesting interview for us because we don't know your background story.
Right.
All we really know is that you don't have your stomachs, correct?
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
And
So-
we each had double mastectomies as well.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
And that's what
So you must carry a gene. And what is the gene that you carry?
Well, we discovered we have to do everything together because we're twins. So we both discovered we both had lobular breast cancer on the same exact day.
Oh, my
wow.
gosh.
Yes, crazy.
How is that?
And then we were urged to do some genetic testing as lobular breast cancer can sometimes be associated with other genes. And we were called in by the geneticist and told, we thought they were looking for the BRCA gene, which most people are familiar with. They said, no, you don't have that gene, but you have another one. And this is what it is, CDH1, and it's associated with stomach cancer. So not only do we suggest you have double mastectomies, we suggest you also have your stomachs removed. And after we picked our jaws up from the floor, we asked a lot of questions.
The geneticist didn't know a lot about the surgery and kind of scared us a little bit because she said, oh, they connect your esophagus to your colon. And I was like, how does that work?
Right.
No.
Like, am I going to have a bag?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
How am I going to eat? All of those questions. And so we both went home, and after she told her husband and I told my husband, and we picked our jaws up off the floor and told our parents, we all started Googling, of course. But that was a good thing because we did find a lot of helpful and useful information. We found the Facebook page for CDH1. We found you girls. We found Sisters Without a Stomach. And just started doing a bunch of research and
this is all in the middle of COVID.
Yeah, this was
June of 2020.
Yeah.
Right.
In 2020. Wow. Okay, so a little over a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this was this before we had our mastectomies that
Yes.
we were told this?
Yes.
Okay, that's right.
So
Yes.
we were struggling, which surgery should we do first? Because we
Right.
were really scared because our father, as well as our grandmother, my dad's mother, both passed away from cancer in their 50s. And we're in our early 50s. So they never told us what kind of cancer they had. I guess they had cancer and it spread. And when we heard that this gene can cause stomach cancer and that it was sneaky and hard to detect, it was kind of a no-brainer for us.
And since we both already had breast cancer, that's how we decided to do the double mastectomy first. I was a stage 1, and Kris was a stage 0 with lobular breast cancer.
Oh,
and
you guys got so lucky to find that early stages, because lobular is
my
so hard to
husband
detect.
actually, my husband actually felt mine.
And I felt mine.
Wow, it was a lump. Okay.
Yeah, and it was a weird one. It wasn't like hard. It was soft, but it still was there. It was different, and it actually was a little painful. And you read that if it's painful, it's probably not cancer.
That's
so
what I've always thought.
Yeah. So I was hopeful, but I didn't waste any time. And then she came with me, and she told the doctor she had also felt something on the other side, or her husband found it.
Yeah. I said, "Can you check me too?"
And he did.
And
then right over that day for mammograms. And then they pretty much confirmed it just after looking at the mammogram.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was a crazy journey.
How soon after that diagnosis of lobular breast cancer did you do your double mastectomies?
Okay, so it was August.
We had our breast surgery August 25th.
Together on the same day.
Our surgeons, our surgeon and our breast surgeon set it up so that I went first, of course, because I was born first. Had my double mastectomy. And then he set me up with expanders, the second surgeon, the cosmetic surgeon. And then my breast surgeon went right in and started working on her. And we both got to stay in the hospital. We stayed for one day in the hospital, and we got to share a room. And
that was fun for the nurses.
Yeah. There's no better way to do it than with your sister.
Right.
That's awesome.
And we both actually think that the mastectomy was kind of pretty easy
for us.
Our recovery. I mean, the drains,
not fun
to empty out those drains every couple of hours, but yeah, no, I recovered at home with my hubby, and she recovered at home with her family.
I went back to work in 3 weeks after.
Oh,
wow, that's really good. That's so
good.
And we were out shopping.
So you did the mastectomies, and then how long did you wait until you decided you wanted to do the gastrectomy?
We wanted to get it done as quickly as possible because, like I said, our relatives that had passed in their 50s.
And they did do biopsies first. We had endoscopies and biopsies, which they do before, just to see if we had any signet cells or any cancer cells in there already. And
nothing was found.
How many biopsies did they take? 30?
I think only about 30, which is not the protocol. I guess more is like upwards of 80.
Where did you go? Did you just go to a local doctor? Or did you go to someone who specialized?
Yeah, I wrote it down so I would get all their names right.
It was in California.
In Orange County, we went through Providence Mission Hospital in Mission Viejo. And we had 2 surgeons that did our stomach surgeries.
It was laparoscopic and robotic.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Dr. John Shaver, he has served as Mission Hospital's Chief of Surgery and Director of Trauma, and he's a specialist in general surgery, along with Dr. Louise Bacon, who is, hi Nancy, bariatric surgeon. Nancy was our nurse navigator through everything.
We loved her.
We had an amazing experience with her and
everybody.
Providence Mission Hospital. So thanks for tuning in, Nancy.
Well, and the 30 biopsies is standard for the Cambridge method. I believe that's all they do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the Bethesda is Dr. Davis. He's the one that does the 100.
Like 100 something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So then we scheduled her surgery for November 3rd, and then mine was November 6th. They couldn't do it on the same day because it is a lengthy procedure.
Right.
But the night after her surgery, they allowed me to stay or 2 nights after, they allowed me to stay the night with her in her recovery room.
Wow.
So bright and early the next morning, it was my turn. So that was kind of fun, but she did not look so good. I almost ran away.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that. Yeah.
She's like, you still have to do it. You can't not do it.
Okay, so when they removed your stomachs, did they find anything in the what am I trying to say?
The signet
pathology in the pathology report? No,
they did not. So we feel blessed, but
Mhm.
also at the same time, we're like, did we do this for no reason? But we didn't want to take the chance.
I'm a worrier.
I am too.
And
Right.
Well, and it's impossible for them to examine your entire stomach. Usually they'll just take block sections and look at those. So there
Right.
could have been something in there that they didn't see.
Right. And we would worry about that every
Right.
day. That's not good for your health.
No.
No, it's not.
It
Stress
isn't.
is a horrible, horrible thing for the body.
Yeah.
And one
So
thing
it's
I
tough.
would say too with the mastectomies, supposedly I had it in the right and Kris had it on her left side.
Mhm.
But after going through the double mastectomy, they found that we had it in
Both
both
breasts.
breasts.
Oh, this
So-
is the third. You guys are the fourth people
Yeah.
that have said
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And
I feel like I'm
put
gonna go
it
do
in
mine.
a mammogram, and they detected it
In the MRI.
in the MRI. They did MRIs before our double mastectomy.
Wow.
And they
Because so
confirmed
often
it.
I hear stories of women finding in one breast and they only do the mastectomy on the one side.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I didn't
I
Wow.
wouldn't recommend that.
We didn't want to deal
No.
with a lumpectomy or anything like that. We're like, you know what? Let's just avoid all chances
Right.
of getting cancer
Yeah.
in the future as much
Thank
as possible.
goodness. Wow.
Right.
Was it also stage 1 on your other side and the
You
same
know what? I
stage?
don't know what stage it was. It was smaller than what I had going on the right side.
And they also removed lymph nodes.
lots of lymph nodes,
Yeah.
and those came out clear.
Clear.
So we
Do
didn't
you
have
have
to
to
have
take the tamoxifen?
tamoxifen.
You do.
I have to because I was
Yeah.
stage 1, but she
Right.
doesn't have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I take
And no chemo, no radiation. We got it quickly.
Great.
How long
So-
are you on tamoxifen? Are you still on it?
I'm still on it. I've been taking it for over a year now, and I think they said like 8 or 9 years total.
Right. Okay.
So
Oh,
I take
didn't
it.
realize it was that long. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Does that affect you negatively?
No, some people said that other women that I've talked to that have gone through breast cancer and treatment have said that it made them feel kind of agitated, and I never felt that way.
Well, that's good. Wonderful.
Didn't have any side effects from it.
Good. That's
Good.
great.
Hi, Chloe.
My daughter just got on the live.
Oh, hi, Chloe.
Now that brings us to the next topic is
Right.
both my daughters will have to be tested. And Chloe's like my mini me. So she's
18.
already thinking
But
she's
got it.
already geared up that she most likely will have it. So
How old is she?
she's 18. And then I also have a 16-year-old. So we'll probably wait a little bit. Maybe get them some life insurance and get all that in place before testing, because
Absolutely.
with a pre-existing condition, I think that can be a little tough
That's a good
sometimes.
tip for all of you out there who are listening and you haven't been genetically tested. Before you do so, go get life insurance because they
Yep.
will deny you coverage otherwise.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
Okay,
okay.
take us back to your surgeries and your recovery.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. We were loads of fun in that recovery room. We were together in the recovery room. She was a couple days ahead of me. We don't remember a lot of it because we were so medicated. We didn't get the epidural that a lot of people say they get.
Oh.
We just had pain meds, which
Oh.
I don't think they really understood. And this is why it's so important to get as much information as you can to be an advocate for your own medical care. I wish I would have known about the epidural, because when you are given pain medication orally without a stomach, it absorbs differently.
But they put it in.
It doesn't last long enough. I mean, they
didn't
did
take it orally.
they did give us some intravenously, but they did give me pills too. That I remember taking
Eventually.
pills.
Well, we couldn't eat or drink anything for 5 days.
Yeah. We couldn't eat or drink anything for 5 days. That was the
that's a
hardest.
long 5 days.
Yeah.
Until they could do the leak test.
Right.
But you know what? You're just kind of like
Out of it.
and just healing in the hospital. And the hospital is a perfect place for you to be. And
Mm-hmm.
we did have a J-tube, feeding tube in our stomachs. And we had someone come from the hospital when we went home to show us how to do it ourselves and to hook it up
Yeah.
for the feedings at night. We just would plug in at night for
Is
like,
that something they do for everybody?
I
At
think
our
so.
hospital, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had our feeding tubes for
We didn't even know about the study.
No.
before we had everything all set up.
Yeah,
I mean,
we just went for our insurance, and
Right.
We had the feeding tube, I would say, for about 6 weeks.
yeah, about that.
About 6 weeks, and then we were ready to take it out. You know.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
And in the meantime,
Were you not able to eat
no, we were
at all for 6 weeks, or you could do both? Okay.
Yeah.
We could do both,
But it was tough the first few weeks.
I recommend, like, I think we really tried to kind of push it with eating. We're like, oh, I want an Egg McMuffin from McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know, a month after.
I want sushi.
We were having these intense cravings right after. And
You
I
did.
don't
You
do
had
that.
cravings.
Yeah,
Mhm.
not hungry,
Not
but like,
hungry.
ooh, this would be good to
you
eat.
see a commercial on TV and you're like, I want that.
I need that.
Yeah.
Go get it for me now.
So we would try things.
You girls are
and
so cute.
it would end up, you know, not working so well, and then I would vomit, throw it up. But some people don't throw up at all after they've had total gastrectomy, but
Yeah, she was upset with me because I had a much easier time with eating than her. And she's like, what am I doing wrong? Why can you eat all this stuff? I can't.
I recommend sticking to anyone who's going to do this very, very soft, very mild, very liquidy foods. But at the same time, every now and then try, you know, because it changes day by day.
Right.
And what you couldn't eat a week ago, you might be able to eat next week.
Yeah.
Right.
And then tell them about your complications.
I had some stricture.
At the connection.
Mm-hmm.
And
Possible scar tissue.
Right.
I was losing a lot of weight fast. We both lost about 70 pounds total
Wow.
In a year.
in a year.
Wow.
And so I think we're leveled off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was dropping weight really quickly, not able to keep my food down. And I spoke with the person that did our Dr. Bay, who did our endoscopies and our colonoscopies. And he does a procedure with the stretch, the esophagus, where
The balloon.
yeah. And I did the balloon stretch twice, 30 days apart. And that helped a lot.
Good.
No more of that then, huh?
Yeah.
No. Was that like the esophagus spasms, or it would get caught in your esophagus?
It would get stuck because the whole of my esophagus was just
So
too narrow.
tiny.
It was tiny.
Okay.
It was like centimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Right, that's what Kris was saying this morning, that her food would get stuck there and they had
Right.
to put a stent.
It's pretty common.
And
It is.
then
And
how
just with
long were you-
gastric surgery, it's very common.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How long were you in the hospital recovering?
7 days.
7 days.
10 days.
Okay.
Wow, that's so
A little
quick.
longer because after a double mastectomy with lymph nodes removed, they don't want you to take your blood pressure on your arm. They don't want to take a reading on the arm, the cuff. So they kept putting it on my ankle, and they kept getting these high readings. And we finally just came to the conclusion, since I was still taking my blood pressure medication, that it must be just taking it from your ankle must just not be as accurate. So someone, I think, finally came in with a handheld one. You can use the handheld
The old
manual.
one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then my blood pressure was fine. So they kicked me out.
Okay.
Go home.
A lot of people don't know that after you've had a double mastectomy with lymph nodes removed, then you can never get a shot in the arm again.
They don't want you to.
They want you to get it in your thigh
Oh.
because
I think you have to, that's if you've had lots of lymph nodes. Like I only had 3 and I'm okay to do it.
my doctor said I only had 4 and 5 taken out, and my doctor said she still wouldn't recommend it in the arm. So we're going to need to do some more research on that because it can cause
Lymphedema.
lymphedema.
Okay.
Oh.
That does not sound fun.
Yeah.
And when you're in the hospital, they're taking your blood pressure all the time. So your risk is probably going up. Yeah.
Wow.
So I have another question for you about another interview we had this week. They spoke about the vagus nerve being severed in the surgery.
I heard that, and I am not sure what our situation is regarding that.
We can ask our surgeon.
Yeah, I'd like to know, because if you guys are like watching commercials wanting to eat that food, maybe yours didn't get severed.
Well, we don't get hungry per se, but we
You
do
don't?
have cravings. No, we get like a feeling like
emptiness,
like we need to eat.
maybe a little shaky.
Yeah.
Your blood sugar kind of fluctuates.
Yeah, and it reminds us to eat just by that. But we do have some sort of sensation. I wouldn't say that it's hunger though.
Right. So you're both married. So how has it changed from, you know, like I'm like cooking dinner at night? Like, do you have to prepare your own meal and then prepare another big meal for the rest of your family?
I'll let you answer that.
Okay. Pre total gastrectomy, I love to cook, and my husband loves my cooking,
and he loves to eat.
So I did cook a lot. After, obviously, when I was recovering, I didn't want to cook at all. I didn't have the energy, but I've kind of slowly been getting back into it, making sure that he's fed. He's very happy about that.
Good.
And I can eat anything now. So whatever I'm making for him, I can eat just a very small portion of it.
Right.
Some days I'm surprised at how much I can eat, you know, and other days I'm just like, oh, today's not a very good food day. I just don't feel like eating.
How do you know when your body says that's enough food? Like, does it just not go down anymore? How does that feel?
I've never had that sensation that people say when they've eaten too much
And feel full.
I think it's because I eat just a tiny portion and then I have no problems pushing it away and saying, I'll go take a couple more bites later. Like I never feel like I have to eat a certain amount. So I've never felt that feeling. I don't know what that feels like.
Oh, interesting.
Same for you,
Wow.
right?
So you probably could just eat a normal sized meal then, or no?
I can eat like a whole lean cuisine meal.
Okay. What
Yeah.
happens to you if you were to eat more than that?
I don't know.
We
I
don't know.
haven't really done it. Maybe I just haven't known that I've done it, but I haven't had any bad reactions.
Like, does it make you nervous that Thanksgiving's coming? Like, there's just like a day of eating, or you just
No.
Just take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and spread it out throughout
That's
the whole
so
day.
cool. I love talking to you girls
I know,
because
you
you're
have the
like
best
so
attitude.
positive, and yeah, we needed to hear this.
Yeah.
Now, but it can't be all like, you know,
Roses
berries and
and
roses. So tell
unicorns.
us about, are you having any long-term effects after both of your surgeries?
Besides not being able to get enough calories
Protein.
and protein, we think we both have experienced a lot of hair loss.
Hi, Uncle Mike.
Hi, Uncle Mike.
Auntie Jeanette, if you're there
Auntie
too.
Jeanette.
Guys.
In Rhode Island. We've noticed that we've lost a lot of hair,
Okay. We've heard that.
and
Yeah.
we both are sporting new short hairdos
I love it. Yes.
because, I mean, it was a sad little tiny ponytail. It was very pathetic and very depressing. And other than that, I don't think there's been anything else that's been super difficult.
Like, what about the cavities? We heard from someone else that they got 7 cavities in the
I
first
know. And when I heard that, I wanted to tell her to go get a second opinion, because sometimes doctors will use dentists will use that as an excuse to just fill some cavities and make some money.
Right.
Like, never tell them you haven't been in a long time, and you probably shouldn't tell them you have CDH1 and had your stomach removed, because they might go, okay,
Right.
make some money today.
We
Good.
have heard
Dentist you
that about
really
you need to be your own
trust.
advocate.
Yeah, that's so important with anything.
Right.
We have learned that we need to take between 1,500 and 2,000 milligrams of calcium citrate
Yeah.
to help with the bone.
And we haven't done any bone scans or anything. We're due for all of that.
Yeah.
So
And
I'll be curious.
I just had a dental visit, and it's a dentist that I trust and I've gone to for a very long time, and he didn't say I had any cavities, so that's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And
So
we do the chewable bariatric advantage.
Okay. Yeah.
Chewable.
Yeah, the chewables.
Calcium citrate.
Yeah, the chewables are much easier.
3 a day.
Okay.
And
Spread out.
when was your gastrectomy? Because you
November?
August.
A year ago. We just had our 1 year.
Anniversary.
Yay!
Wow.
And I ate a filet
Congratulations.
mignon on the day of my
Oh.
1 year.
That's a filet mignon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Great.
That's a perfect thing to have.
And it went down okay.
It went down. You just have to chew it, and
That's a lot of protein there.
Right.
yeah.
I gotta tell my husband, get on that. I didn't get a fillet.
Oh.
I cooked it.
Oh. How about water?
Hi,
Is water
Victoria.
hard and challenging for you to drink?
Yes.
Yes.
Water.
Ugh.
And
We used to drink a lot of water. We were water chuggers. Like we
Yes.
love water.
so
Yeah, that's the
I
part that worries
Me
me.
too. I love water.
I like water too. I have to have it with me all the time. Now, what
Yeah.
about working out and being active? Do you feel like you get worn out really quickly?
Working out?
You don't have to anymore, right?
No, we still need to. I had to actually have a hernia repaired. I got an incisional hernia from a complication of my total gastrectomy. If you get really, really constipated, word of advice, never let yourself get constipated, because I popped a little hernia out right above my belly button. And I was like, what is this? And why isn't it going away? And the doctor had told me, you're going to need surgery to get that repaired. That's never going to go away. So that was another reason, an excuse not to have to work out, because I had to wait a while till after that. But my excuse is running out. It's time.
And my excuse is I had really bad pain in my right side, in my ribs and in my back, and went to the ER, and this was in June. And they said that I had a bazillion gallstones.
Oh, no, I've heard that.
Okay.
From the rapid weight loss.
Yeah.
Do a surgery in June to remove my gallbladder, and so yeah,
She's been
I'm
recovering
still
from that.
recovering from that, and then I'm going to start working out tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll get right on that.
Good.
Tomorrow, right? Always tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Really good. We feel just the weight loss, the 70 pounds, just has made us feel like almost like we've had like mommy makeovers. She's not a mommy, but we both had like mommy makeovers. That's the way we look at it.
Midlife makeover.
Midlife makeovers.
Midlife maybe.
Well, your attitude is so great.
I know. Seriously.
Yeah.
If anyone's looking for someone who's done it, who's positive, they need to come talk to you guys.
Yes,
Come
please
talk
do.
to us.
I feel totally different about the experience just hearing it from you.
Well, and your smiles, so you just make me feel so happy.
Right.
girls.
Thank you.
We deal with situations that are sometimes sad and depressing and stressful with humor. We always have, and that's just who we are. And a positive attitude, I think, can really benefit people. And talking to someone who has had a positive experience. I mean, and you forget. It's kind of like they say with childbirth. You know, after your kid is a year old, you're like, oh, maybe I'll do this again.
Yeah.
And you forget, you know, what you went through in the labor. And it's same with mastectomy, same with total gastrectomy. You forget about it. You forget about what you went through. And I don't remember being in horrific pain or anything. And it's just like anything else, you know, it just kind of, it's just a memory, but it's not a tragic or scary memory. It's just,
We looked at the breast cancer as saving our lives potentially. We look at, because if we had not gotten the breast cancer, we would have never known about this gene.
No, that's so true.
and she didn't want to get genetic testing at first.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It's the knowing sometimes that's scarier than the not knowing.
Oh,
But-
we were 100% convinced we didn't have it.
We're like, oh, we were really angry that we did it when we found out. We're like, why do we have to know this? Why do we have this hovering over us? But
I remember when I first found you girls and I was watching your video and you're like, get our stomachs removed? No way. We're like, okay. Well, you guys just felt very differently about it than we did. And with your clean eating and everything, I'm sure it's definitely benefiting you. We definitely do not eat super
we don't
clean.
know.
We don't know.
We don't
I
eat
had
super
signet
clean.
cells.
We're
I
not.
had 7 signet cells found in me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But you
I
can,
actually am talking to the doctor on Wednesday about getting my stomach out.
okay, you can definitely thrive and do well after your surgery. As you can see, we're 52 years old now, and you girls are younger, so the healing process
Gonna be even
gonna
easier.
be even easier. But I can't, I can't say yes, you should do it, but for us, it was the right decision.
Right.
And for some people, that have the bile problems, reflux, and all of that, I feel so bad for them because we've never experienced that. And I know that just must be horrible. But I can sometimes eat while I'm laying down. How crazy is that?
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy how every body is different and everybody reacts differently to it.
I don't do it a lot,
we
but
don't know. Yeah.
I
Not a
sound so
lot.
lazy. I lay down when I eat.
We need our naps now. We get tired.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
That'll be a good excuse for me to.
We make no excuses. If we need a little nap after we eat, we just go and do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you
great.
got to look out for yourself, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys have given lots of words of advice and wisdom. Is there anything additional that you want to share with us before we sign
People
off?
say to go on a food tour before you have the surgery.
Put a little bit of weight on.
Put a little bit of weight on. It wouldn't hurt to do that.
We didn't need to.
No.
We were fluffy. We still had baby weight.
Yeah, I go into my office and they don't recognize me.
Wow.
Not recognizing
How long
when
was it till you went back to work? 3
I
weeks, you
went
said?
back just recently into my office. They were closed for a long time because of COVID, and then they were reconstructing the office, doing some fixing up the office, so it was closed for a while. But when I went in, my boss was just like,
Who are you?
"Oh my
Oh
god!"
my gosh, how
It's
fun.
It is fun. It's fun. People just
Wow.
like,
Sarah's on. Hi, Sarah.
"Hi, Sarah."
Hi.
Sarah is our
Breast doctor.
breast.
Oh,
Breast surgeons.
oh my gosh,
One
you
of the nurses
guys have made like lifelong friends. That's
Yeah,
really have.
Zara did our fills for our expanders.
Yeah. Cool.
She's a
Those were fun.
sweetheart. Miss you, Zara.
Now, is there anybody in your family? I know you have kids, but anybody else, like distant relatives that have decided to
yeah.
We get into
We have 2 half sisters
Okay.
Oh, okay.
that we had lost contact with.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we had to track them down.
and we
And
did.
did they end up testing positive or did they test?
Both of them.
Oh,
Wow.
oh no.
And they're in their
That's like our
30s, and
family.
they haven't decided whether or not they're going to go through with the surgery. But we felt we needed to at least find them and give them the information. And we've reconnected with them, which is great. But they'll have to make that decision on their own, and we're here to support them.
They have 2 seahorse sisters to help them through it.
Yeah.
Yep. Couldn't be
Great
better.
support.
Yeah, seriously.
We're here for you guys too.
Absolutely.
Please reach out to us.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
To help answer any questions. We hated protein drinks in the beginning. They're like, you need to drink protein. They said like 60 to 80 grams a day, up to 100. And it was really hard to get the protein. The one that we found that we liked is Fairlife. Makes a protein drink. There's
the chocolate one. So
and
good.
they sell it at Costco, and it's 30 grams, I believe, of protein, and they sell it by the case at Costco, and that's the only one that I can tolerate.
Okay, yeah, someone
That's
else
good to
said that
know.
because there's not a lot of
Right.
sugar in
I
it,
think it was
right?
Erica.
Right. Only 2
Fairlife.
grams of sugar
And no lactose.
and no lactose. A lot of people are lactose sensitive. We don't have any sensitivities to sugar, to lactose.
We can eat it all.
Wow.
You are so lucky.
You
I'm
are very
so
I
lucky.
did
cool.
have dumping. I did have dumping one time, and
Yeah.
it was, I would say, a week after I got home. I was craving chocolate chip cookies, and I asked my husband to go buy some, and he did, and I ate 2. And then I experienced dumping for the first time, and
Oh no.
that was the only time I ever.
Did you ever have cookies again after that?
All the time.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Here you
I can have pretty much as much sugar as I want.
So just like you said, if it's hard for you one day, try it again the next, and maybe
Right.
you'll
And
it'll
eat a
react
little
to-
bit protein before you're going to eat the sweet sugary snack. And
If you're going to do it.
yeah,
Right,
you should
right.
be okay. And we
Same with
pasta-
wine. Same with wine. Have some protein.
Oh
first.
yeah,
Yeah.
wine.
Oh.
I don't even think we've asked anyone that
So you
question.
gotta have like wine and cheese.
Yes, wine and cheese and crackers. Ritz crackers will be your best friend. And we don't do well with fizzy drinks,
No carbonation.
but I like to stir up a Coke with a fork just to get all of the carbonation out of it, and then I put
Oh.
it in and I drink it, and I love it.
Wow, you know all sorts of good tricks.
And
How
we do
many
put
calories are you getting a day on average?
not as much
We
as
try
we
for
should.
about 1,200.
Okay. Oh, that's a lot.
It falls between 700 and 1,000
Okay.
is where we end up.
You just have to every couple of hours just grab something and have lots of snacks. Like other people have said, you're the friend with all the snacks in your purse.
Right, right,
So RX bars and little bags of almonds or
And the purse
peanuts.
avocado.
Yeah, the purse
right.
avocado is great fat and a great
I know that from baby days.
Yeah, that's right. Well, girls, it's so fun
We're
meeting
so
you.
happy to
So
meet you.
fun.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for having
much
us.
for messaging and telling us you wanted to interview. And we're so grateful to meet and connect. And we look forward to speaking with you some more in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And anyone, if you have any questions, you can reach out to my Instagram. It's a private account, but you can direct message me and I'll be happy to respond.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we'll
Awesome.
put your
handles on there.
handles on
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
there.
We'll talk to you soon, girls.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a
Happy
happy
holidays.
You
too.
too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.